You, Dean here, Cabin 13 Masks. Mm, 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 mm. I know I'm stupid, but who cares? That makes me, me, and you, you. If that makes any sense. But anyway, check it out, man. Put the last little frost on it, you know what I'm saying? God, Lord, I gotta lay out the pizza. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it a lot. I'm fat too. But you know what, man? I'm 50. I've never been this fat before. So, I kind of accepted it. Forgive me for smoking. Got my straps cut for old boy hanging back there. Good Lord. I like to also take a little bit of sandpaper to these guys. You know, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Weather them up a little bit. You know. Why, you ask? That's a question worth examining. It just gives it flavor, and that's what we want. You know, we want flavor. We want flavor. Freaking Jason mask for crying out loud. You think Jason's just gonna go to the leather strap store and be like, "Can you hook me up with some new straps for me, hockey mask? How much that's gonna run me?" Or let's do it in Carl's Wars. You reckon how much it cost me for some leather straps for my hockey mask? But yeah, that's the way I like to do it. Put some sandpaper to it, leather it, you know. As you can see, it is leather. For those of you who been to my shop and whatnot on Etsy, it's leather. Heck yeah. Leather. And sometimes, you know, you get a little bit of shards on there like that. You can sand them off. They just come right off. Why? Because it's leather. Me, it don't bother me. Cause I'm like, you know, it's a Jason mask, man. It's a Jason, man. He's a killer, and I'm pretty sure that he don't care what his straps look like on his mask. You know? That's the way I look at things. That's the way I look at things. As crazy as this may sound, from a killer's point of view, not that I'm a killer, let's just get that square and straight away. I am not a killer. But you gotta perceive a killer's mind, like in Devil's Rejects. You gotta think like a roach. You gotta crawl like a roach. That was a good one, by the way. Yeah, you gotta think about it like that. How would you perceive your killer's mask to look like? Now, we already know we're doing a Jason hockey mask. But, what kind of flavor do you want to add to it, you know? Yeah, if you're into making replicas, then you want to stick to the flow of the river. Me, I'm not into replicas, a little bit. I just like to stay in the ballpark to where you know what it looks like. But I also like to add my little twist on it. Why? Because I'm going to explain. Excuse me, I burped. Um, I just like the way it looks. You know, I like to add that little more to it. I just don't want it to be a plain old, you know, because like I said, they changed, the masks changed. You know, you go from brown straps in part 6 to black ones. So that gave me the concept and the idea of, why can't I? Why can't I just do what I want to do with the straps or with the mask? If I want to add a little bit of blood, or I want to do this a little bit different, do that a little bit different, why not? You know, why not? Hi, I'm Dean, and this is the DIY Evening News. In other news, cow farts are exploding the atmosphere. And the weather today is kosher like a dill pickle. I got away a spray bottle. I really need to straighten out my bench up here. It's getting really cluster effed. But I've been busy. Which is a good thing. I'm not complaining about any way, shape, or form, or how. You know? But like that guy there, you know, in different scenes of the movie, it's you get different reflections of the mask. You know, then you got other ways people do their masks. You know, unless I can get an actual, I take snapshots of the movie as I'm watching it. I'm like, pause. But it's so hard to catch the right scene, you know. I gotta say, one of the hardest ones I've done and still do is part, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Yeah. There's one scene, the chevrons are here, and a second later they're gone. Like a poof. Like that. So, with that being said, hey down there. Luffy. This thing's magical, I'm telling you. If you ain't got one, get one. They work wonders. Well, like I said, they changed. Same thing in part 7 with the little black wheelie dilly marks. They're there, they're not there. They're there, they're not there. So I just make an array of part 7s, and I just started adding that little black mark on the nose here and here, and a little question mark there, and a little black mark up yonder. I started doing that, and I'm not going to do it on all of them. You know, I'm going to do like a traditional one, I'll call it. I like naming my masks. So 1, I know which one I'm selling. 2, I know which one I'm selling. Yeah. And C, I know which one I'm selling. Yeah. I just can't say part 3, part 4, part 5. I like having my mask named. For instance, the Weed Eater. Yeah. This guy, I'm just gonna call Dirty or Cabin. You know, and it gets the bullet hole. Or I might call it bullet hole, or I might just call it Cabin. But it turned out rather well, I must say. I mean, it looks kind of yellow there, but if you're really looking at it here, it's kind of, no. It is, but it ain't. It's dirty. Might just call it Cabin Dirty. Who knows? But, yeah. This Sonny Barbarino. This guy is ready for strapping the prop mask. Mamma Belio, Figaro. The prop mask. I'm gonna order another one from Cloverfield, and I'm gonna do it up a little different. But this one is muddy. And I'm gonna call it muddy. Now, 1, he was fighting around fire. you know, and you gotta get a little bit of burn marks on there or something, man. Yeah, you have to. You gotta use your imagination. At least in my eyes. Other people might think about it differently, but that's their Cuisinart. I myself, I like to think of it the way I envision it. Yeah? That's why I don't say Part 6 replica. I won't. I don't. You know, unless somebody asks for it. Now, if you ask for a replica, then I will message you and say I will do my best to get you what you want. You know, that's the best I can offer. I can't say, yeah, it's going to be exact. You know, I'm good, but I'm not that daggone good. I just ain't. You know, I try. Rivets. But, yeah, so that's my Part 6 Cabin Dirty. I'm going to call it that. We'll go with Cabin Dirty. Cabin Dirty. And we're just going to go this one, Part 6, Dirty Prop. It sounds kind of kinky, dirty prop. But yeah. I really like the way this came out. I mean, I am very pleased with it. It's got some nice damages, nice weather. Yeah, I probably could have did a little better job on the bullet hole, but overall, it's okay. You know, I'm not gonna say this is $100 and some mask because it's not. You know, I still can't see charging that much for one, but hey, that's just me. But when I do the next one, of course, I did this one when I was probably just starting out doing this stuff. So we're going to order another prop mask or two. I got another Part 6 over here that I'm going to refurbish. I'm going to redo this guy. Yeah, I'm going to redo him. I like this little bit of damage over here, this side here. It's like you got whacked or something. Yeah. But it's just glossy, it's too glossy. This is the next one on the list. But I got 4 hush masks I gotta finish up for a friend of mine. So, with that being said, let me know what you guys think about my work. If you like it, say, hey, you know, I like it, baby. If you don't like it, say, hey, I'm just not a big fan of it. No problem. I can take criticism. Like I said, I was a musician. I played sports. And I'm just that kind of guy. I got a good heart in me. It's beating. So, yeah. I don't mind. Don't mind constructive criticism. If you got any helpful hints, let me know that too. I'll take that. If I got any helpful hints for you, I'll help you. You know, because we're all in this together. We like Jason. We like spooky. We like horror. We like slasher. You know, slasher. All right. Now I'm going to throw these straps on Mr. Dirty Prop, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Dean here with Cabin 13 Films. I can't say films. I'll say Dean with Cabin 13 News. Get you on the next one. You stay. I can't steal that neither. Just have a happy evening.